Hi guys, and what's going on? I'm BouseFeenux, and welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. This is my Minecraft Let's Play. No, I'm just kidding. This is watching in action, baby. Almost had you there, didn't I? But what's going on, guys? I'm BouseFeenux, this is Watching in Action, and today, we're covering the Synoid Gammacor. I wanted to let you guys know real quick as well that I'm very interested in doing more Play Like a Bouse videos, where I show you guys how to do stuff in-game. Let me know in the comments which topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll pick the most popular. Now, as for the Synoid Gammacor, this is a secondary beam-type weapon that can be purchased from Cephalon Suda at a max standing for 100,000 reputation. This weapon can also be traded from player to player, but keep in mind it has to be unranked with no formas or catalysts. The Synoid Gammacor features moderate base damage in the form of magnetic out of the box, and possesses no physical damage whatsoever, even if you put physical damage mods on it. It also has an extremely high fire rate, making mutation mods or ammo restores almost mandatory for your loadout. Furthermore, this weapon possesses its own syndicate effect called entropy. When enough affinity is stored in the weapon, this syndicate effect will trigger, causing an explosion in a 25-meter radius, which deals 1,000 magnetic damage, generates a guaranteed magnetic proc, and restores 25% of the user's base energy, as well as giving a 25% energy boost for 30 seconds. I know this weapon is a little old, but I was looking around and saw that most of the builds people were using came from before this weapon received a nerf, so I wanted to show you guys an updated build. Let's take a look at that. I've gone with 4 forma for this build, but if you aren't using the primed heated charge or seeker, you'll only need 3. The mod setup for this weapon is also pretty simple as well. You really aren't going to need anything too crazy or expensive to make this weapon perform well. To start, we're using Hornet Strike, which gives us an increase to damage across the board for all damage types. There isn't a single weapon we don't use this mod on. Next, Barrel Diffusion gives us a boost to multi-shot, which is an essential stat as well. Lethal Torrent gives us another boost to multi-shot, as well as a boost to fire rate, which on this weapon will increase the status per second, which is a good thing. This last slot can be used for several different mods. Here, I'm using a pistol ammo mutation, which helps with this weapon's poor ammo economy. If you want to go balls to the wall, you can throw on a gunslinger for more fire rate and status chance, but I don't recommend that. If you have a 4 forma set up on your Gammacor, you can also skip the primed heated charge if you don't have it, and use Seeker for punch through, or Ruinous Extension for extra range, which is a fantastic choice for this weapon. On the bottom row, you'll see that I filled it in with a mix of 90% elemental mods and 60% dual stat mods. I don't recommend using any more than 2 status mods because you'll lose out on damage for a minimal increase in status per second. Since the Synoid Gammacor already has an 8 magnetic damage, you'll never be able to change that, but this does open us up to some very interesting elemental combos. For example, Blast and Magnetic, and Viral and Magnetic, 2 configurations which shouldn't be possible. For this setup, I was using Corrosive, Blast, and Magnetic, but you can use any combo you want that fits the faction you're fighting against. Think of this elemental setup as a placeholder. Now that we've taken a look at the mod setup, let me show you how this weapon performs in a best case scenario using the Simulacrum. First up, we'll be testing this weapon against some level 100 Corpus units, which this weapon will pretty much perform the best against due to its innate magnetic damage. I've also added Viral to this build as well. Now, notice how quickly even the beefy Corpus techs are being taken down, and how the other smaller units just become cannon fodder. The Grineer are next on our list, and for them, I'll be using a corrosive build. Radiation also works very well. Unfortunately, this faction will be the worst to use the Synoid Gammacor against, because the innate magnetic damage of the weapon will do 50% less damage against alloy armor, which a large portion of Grineer units have. Lastly, we'll test against the Infested. For these guys, I'm using Corrosive and Heat, but Gas is also very effective against most Infested. Notice how these guys are much easier than the Grineer to take down. And that about covers it for today, guys. If you learned something in this video, or just enjoyed it, don't forget to support it by leaving a like and commenting below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Warframe content. Also, if you like cooking, check out my new channel, My Shitty Kitchen. The link is in the description. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.